I am way too tired to do this review. Like, honestly, just way too exhausted and but, here I go. I saw the movie so I could do the review, so I'm going to do it anyway. So here we go.
Oh, hell no.
F9 The Fast Saga. What a stupid title that is. Yeah, this movie 100% blew. It was just not good. I am a big fan of the Fast franchise. I like the first one. The second one not so much. I don't really like Too Fast, Too Furious. Tokyo Drift actually isn't as bad as some people say. 4 is meh as well. 5 is great. 6 is really good. 7 is awesome also. Actually, 5 is my favorite, but and then 8 was not bad. It was likable. This movie, too much. Too much. I don't even know why I bothered watching it. Well, obviously because I'm a fan of the franchise. That's why I went, and so I could do this review, but I don't know why I waste my time. None of you guys are going to subscribe anyway, so there's that. Listen, I like over-the-top ridiculousness and like Fast and Furious movies, but this one just went way too over the top, or whatever. I mean, it was too much. I mean, some things sounded fun on paper, and then when I saw them in person, I was just like, F this movie. This movie really sucks. And you know what, honestly, I honestly just again, I'm just way too freaking tired to even talk about this movie. I'm just at this point in my mind where it's like, why do I waste my time? And honestly, a lot of it just comes down to the fact that I just don't like editing these reviews. I'll be honest with everybody right now. Editing is like one of my least favorite things to do. I mean, I do it so you guys can watch the short form content and hopefully like, subscribe, and do all that, and then go watch our podcast, which is the thing that I'm more passionate about. But you guys don't do that anyway. So, I'm sitting here talking about this stupid ass Vin Diesel movie for no reason, and this is the review you're getting because I just had it up to here at this point, and you caught me on a day where I'd really rather be doing other things than sitting here and talking about this very poor Fast and the Furious movie. Listen, there's fun parts in there. There's this thing that they do now. I like to call it car catching. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody goes flying through the air, and they whip the car around, then they catch that person onto the car, and it's like it was fun the first few times I saw it, but then they're whipping it out every 5 minutes in this movie, and it's way too over the top. I just couldn't stand it. I mean, I laughed my ass off when Michelle Rodriguez went flying 60 feet into the air, and then she came down and she lands on the hood of the car. That was funnier than hell, and I laughed so hard. I mean, I think I pissed some other people off that were around me when I was watching the movie, but I don't care, because most casual viewers are just gonna watch this and probably go, "Ooh, action, cool! It's the Fast and the Furious, and here we are." But honestly, I'm just not into it. Like I like these movies. Again, I'm a big fan of this franchise, and I root for it moving forward. But I think that this one just found the line and where it really becomes stale. And I mean, Vin Diesel's never gonna die, or any of these characters are ever gonna die. If anything, they're just gonna bring more characters back from the dead. So, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. It's like, what's the point? There's no stakes anymore. And then they tried to just like shoehorn this whole story in there about a brother that wasn't mentioned over the past 9 movies, and all of a sudden he's just in here out of nowhere, so we can have John Cena in this movie now, and then all of a sudden that just became annoying. And so I did not like this movie, everybody. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit too angry. It's just, this is not a movie that I really cared to talk about today. It really isn't, because it's just like I could be doing 100 other things with my time that are 100 times better. But I believe in this YouTube channel, and I like talking about movies in general. So I gotta talk about the bad ones too if I'm gonna, eventually, criticize things a little bit more, fairly in the future. Maybe I just gotta let out some steam. Maybe that's like where I'm at with it. I'm just, whatever this movie did, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And there are just so many other like flashback moments that could have been hacked out of the movie. And then you got this Helen Mirren scene, which I understand she's in Hobbs and Shaw, but why the hell did you have her in here? Because all she did was drive somebody to a freaking party, which you could have hacked out completely. And you had to make her a cool driver, and it just added like a whole other 10 minutes to the runtime. And there's so many other things that are wrong with this movie. I mean, I like a Star Wars reference as much as the next guy, but when you have this villain that is like such a Star Wars fan and his favorite character is Luke Skywalker, and he doesn't take any like elements from that character. He doesn't get Star Wars at all, but he references Star Wars like he gets it. It's so stupid. Like, I just don't even understand like why this villain was in this movie. But let's be real. I mean, Vin Diesel like is just kind of a hack job at this point, right? I mean, all he's doing is just producing movies where he's just never gonna die. He's gonna win every fight. And yeah, I appreciated that there was some heart. That was some of my favorite stuff. Is the Vin Diesel now being a parent with little Brian? I mean, him and Michelle Rodriguez they work really great together. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson also work really, really great together in the film. And then, you know, my favorite stuff, I think, was with Michelle Rodriguez and Jordana Brewster in the film. I think that their chemistry was the best. And, you know, when they got this really amazing action scene, I was like, why didn't we get more of this? Because that was the stuff that was extremely entertaining. And then, you know, they had this like really long, you know, sort of car scene toward the end, which you get in all of them, but this one has this like truck with a magnet. Not a spoiler or anything, just wanting to throw it out there because it's a Fast and the Furious movie, so you know what to expect. And that stuff's all fun, don't get me wrong, but then it's just shoehorned with all this other crap that I just didn't really care to watch. And here I am talking about it. Woohoo! So you guys won't subscribe to the channel because you just probably are going to hate my opinion, because I know a lot of you are just going to be like, hey, look at this guy wearing a Texas shirt. Nothing against Texas. I don't have anything against Texas. I just figure some other people do, and they're not going to subscribe to the channel because of it. Obviously, I'm wearing the damn shirt, so but you know, I'm just saying this movie just was not for me. It was just a really bad entry, if you ask me, to the franchise. And I mean, it's directed by Justin Lin, who I thought would have done a better job, just considering he typically just does these movies a lot better. He's done most of these, and he had a pretty good handle on it. But when it came to this one, it just seemed like he lost complete control, and I'm not really sure what happened. He just was stretching. I mean, this movie asks so much of its audience to try to believe all the different plot points that it's trying to throw at you, and it's just like, what the hell, man? I mean, come on, just calm down, settle it down a little bit, pull it back. You can't ask that much of an audience in one of these. I mean, there's a lot of things in the movies in the past that have been, you know, unbelievable, and I love that. I like how it's over the top in the past, but it's usually like tethered to something realistic, so that way it's like you got that perfect balance. And this one is stupid, completely stupid. I mean, I didn't hate this movie by any means. There's fun to be had in it, and I'll probably still buy it just because fuck, I'm a completionist. But when it comes down to it, overall, this movie just really, really blew. And you know, it's really not that good. I mean, you know, I recommend, if you're a fan, go see it, just because you're gonna have an opinion that's different than mine. Probably anyway. But yeah, this one just made me angry, everybody. It says, I guess I'm angry because I'm here talking about it, but I'll do that whole thing right now. So we have merch now, merch.streamelements.com/Anorex. I know most of you probably aren't going to buy any, but if you care to, please go check it out. And then you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit that bell for notifications. It's important to do so I have the motivation to keep coming here and talking about bullshit movies like this one. But you guys won't do that, so we're probably not going to be on YouTube much longer. Just wanted to throw that out there as well. But I want to thank everybody for joining anyway. And you know, you can follow us on Twitter at AnorexOfficial on Twitter, and then on Instagram, AnorexOfficial. Once again, AnorexOfficial on Instagram. And then, you know, the last thing you can do for me is just go follow me on Twitter. My really stupid handle is at Dom_Martino_, and then on Instagram, Dom_Martino_official. I want to thank everybody for joining. I appreciate your time, and this has been another review from myself, Dom Martino. This has been another segment of Dom's Corner, and whatever the hell I say every night. Good night, later.